Hola angelitos, ¿qué tal? Estamos en un nuevo vídeo de Genshin Impact y aquí estamos un día más cumpliendo con las expectativas de traer vídeo de Genshin Impact todo lo posible. Y bueno, qué decir que vamos a continuar con una misión de acto que tengo por aquí, de estas legendarias. A ver la tarjeta, me voy a poner esa, qué bonita que es. Espera, quiero ver un momento lo que viene siendo. Ostras, en experiencia... Ojo. Ojo. Bueno, vamos a ir a la misión que tenemos por aquí.
Hey, look over there. She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right?
Madre mía.
Why didn't you just say so? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So, imaginary friends just Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Uy.
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Venti.
Tone deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh? Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Vaya.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look
Oye, qué
like.
cotilla.
Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed, you know? Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
Ve a Flora. Menos mal que está ahí delante. Qué cotilla la Paimon aquí, queriendo investigar la vida de los demás. Será maruja. Madre mía. Antes que nada, quiero cocinar. No tengo yo la receta de las... Aquí está. Ah. Bueno. Perfecto. Hala. Arreglado, lo dejamos procesando. ¿Dónde está Flora?
There it is! Behold, a floaty
Un
imaginary
floti
friend of
floti.
the headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now? Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together. No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with
Vaya.
a plant who could fly. Friends with a flying plant? Why? Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty cool. Isn't that called being blown away? That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The amazing adventures of Stanley are super famous in Mondstadt. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
Uy.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
Perfecto.
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking.
Hay que ver a Timmy.
Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Es el niño del puente, perfecto.
What's the hurry?
Vamos a ver, ¿qué nos cuenta usted, joven? ¿En serio?
No way.
Well,
Eso sí que no me lo esperaba, yo tampoco.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? Oh, alright then. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the city of freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Perfecto, pues nada, vamos a ver a los adultos de la taberna. Vamos para allá. Hay que decir que esto no me lo esperaba. El poder ver los amigos imaginarios de cada persona. Hay que ser cotilla, ¿eh? Hay que ser cotilla para estar cotilleando la vida de los demás. Vamos a ver.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then?
Vaya.
You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so?
Vaya forma de tirar mierda, ¿eh?
Most swift indeed to part with a certain vase.
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check.
Uy.
How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Vale, vamos por aquí.
Somehow Paimon finds the idea of
Cotilleando.
being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
What's the hurry?
Cotilleando la vida de los demás. Vamos a recargar energía. Sube. Que sube rápido. Sube por aquí. Vamos por aquí. ¡Ojo! Si a esta muchacha le hemos enseñado a pelear.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so conscientious. It's terrifying.
Miedo. A mí no me da miedo. Es más, me parece tierno.
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Oh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training?
Uy.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Al mismo tiempo, bueno. Creo que no lo voy a conseguir.
Shame. Didn't manage. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Una, dos. Perfecto.
I'm impressed.
Odio ese minijuego porque muchas veces se me complica.
Thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training.
Vaya,
I can hardly
no se
move.
puede ni mover la chiquilla.
Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt.
Uy.
He once set foot in the Mare Javari. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another... Great! Thank you so much.
De nada. ¿Dónde está el templo? Ahí. Pues vamos para allá. ¡Qué leches! En verdad esta misión se está alargando muchísimo, ¿eh? Bueno, muchísimo. Llevamos 16 minutos con esta misión. Pensé que sería más cortita, pero me da igual. Todo esto... lo haré yo fuera de cámara. Vamos para allá. Vamos a la misión. Además de que, fuera bromas, parecerá broma, pero es muy interesante, ¿eh? Muy interesante. A ver, tenemos que pelear.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time.
Vale, hay que subir por ahí.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
Ah. Perfecto. Mira, un cofre. ¿Qué es esto? Aquí hay cositas. Vamos a lootear todo. En la medida de lo posible, todo lo que pueda lootear lo voy a lootear. Os lo aviso ya. Enemigos. ¿Y cómo accedo yo a esa zona? Si es que esa zona tiene un cofre. A volar. Aquí. Antes de que se me líe, pues prefiero hacer lo de comprobar las cosas con cofres. Mucho enemigo, mucho enemigo, mucho enemigo, mucho enemigo, mucho enemigo. Uno menos. A tomar por saco otro. A ti te bajo de ahí echando leches. A ver, los de las flechitas. Tú, que eres el eléctrico. Tú también fuera. Tú, que también tienes flechitas. ¡Ahí va! Que no paran de salir. Vamos a ver, señores. ¿Qué os pasa? A ver, tú fuera. Y tú también te vas a ir fuera. Otra puerta abierta. ¿Por dónde? ¿Por dónde? Espérate. Quiero encender eso. Que luego hay veces que salen cofres de sitios inesperados. Es más, puede ser que aquí arriba... No, no me deja subir. Pensé que por ahí arriba podría haber algo, pero no. A ver... Por ahí no se puede ir. Vale.
Are those guys?
A tomar por saco. A tomar por... Muertos dos. Rata.
Go, go, Barret Buddy!
Te mueres. Cogemos cositas. Abrimos el cofre. Y ahora sí. Les damos.
I was so sure I was about...
To be fair, that could have gone either. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came
El equipo de rescate.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Jafari?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of Stanley,
Vaya.
the great explorer and legend of Mondstadt. In which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
Vamos adelante.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Oh,
Attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mandravari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
perfecto.
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Concholes, déjame.
Jack will listen, won't you?
Vale, hemos abierto esto.
You and your partner reached the Mandravari, a famously
Ahí abajo hay camino.
not a wisp of wind.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mandravari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow.
Venga, otro menos.
Sadly, I alone was able
Madre mía, que nos vamos a completar el dominio porque me ha dado la gana a mí.
to see the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a
Qué
good
crazy, jaja.
I know. Because an
La
adventurer's
verdad,
proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure.
me da risa este hombre porque es el aventurero que se supone que más gente conoce de todo Mondstadt
No adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow.
y es el que más el ridículo está haciendo.
Back to Mondstadt.
That's right.
Vale,
Die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind. That's
Yeah. Although the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's
claro, en
commissions.
ningún sitio de estos habría cofre, entonces
Slimes clogging up the sewers.
intuyo que es por aquí.
You shouldn't die in a place with
Hostia.
wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mandravari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Dodge this.
Venga, 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 venga. Venga. Ostras.
What? Think you can get away?
A ti te mato, pero ya. Venga. A tomar por saco.
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
Él no tiene nada. ¡Ah! ¿Puede ser su hermano?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch Oh, you thought so too, huh? I agree. He wasn't telling the whole story.
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley.
Hay algo que no me
Do
cuadra.
you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago, they were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The sword of brilliant valor and the shield of magnificent honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? You bet! This is Stanley we're talking about. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit.
Pobre chaval.
So, what do you say? Help a guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish. But I swear I'll give the weapons back to him as soon as I'm done.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
Vaya, Venti borracho. Uy. Vamos. Vamos para allá, que queremos ese detalle de tener las armas más tochas, se supone, para este chiquillo que quiere ser aventurero. Tenemos que ir para allá. Pero Stanley nos ha escuchado a través de la... Bueno, se ha escondido detrás de una viga y se ha puesto a escuchar el cotilla. Vale, ¿dónde hay que ir? Es aquí, pero me interesaría primero venir aquí. Me curo a full, porque seguro que hay batalla y no me apetece gastarme la comida que tengo. Venga. Ahí está. Y ahora vamos hasta aquí. Vamos para allá. Y a ver qué nos encontramos aquí, porque, bueno, vete tú a saber lo que nos podemos llegar a encontrar. Menos mal que estas montañas no son tan inclinadas o más altas de lo normal, porque si no hubiese muerto ahí. Por parguela. A ver... No sé por qué me da que es todo mentira. Mira, ¿dónde está la espada? A ver. Necesitamos... No, hombre, no. Necesito matar a este. Venga. A tomar por saco. Venga, a tomar por saco. Tenemos la espada.
Lo and behold, the sword of brilliant valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of. Why would hilichurls be bowing down before a piece of junk?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a...
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the...
You're right. You're right. Then this...
Let's scout around. It's definitely in Daru...
There's somebody there.
¿Cómo?
Stanley?
He's acting so.
What happened? Why did...
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those more...
What? Where?
Maybe another time. We have a ship...
Las armas. Ahí delante, venga. Perfecto. Esto es carne que me quiero llevar. Y vamos a la misión. A saber dónde puñetas está. Perfecto. ¿Y dónde se supone que está el preciado escudo? Ah, que lo tiene este.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right?
There's also wine stains on it.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent warriors wear their battle scars with pride. And surely an intact shield is one
Es
that
una
is
mesa.
away from the battlefield. Is not the though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength.
You do have a point. Shiny new shield. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely.
Nos va a tocar pelear.
Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
¡Ostras!
Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Uy.
Uh-oh. He did not. Oh no. We ticked it.
Dodge this.
Os voy a matar, lo sabéis. Y yo lo sé también.
What's the hurry?
Venga.
Hey, he dropped the shield and.
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapon.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! What are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing here, bud?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were all...
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dada Upa Gorge. You fought battles here before.
You better believe it. I can navigate.
Wow. Then I admire you.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out. I'll get back to my...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take...
What are you talking about?
I'm just mute. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Vaya. Mm, 18, venga. No, aquí no era. El reloj estaba aquí, si no me equivoco. 18. Perfecto. Ostras, un poco a tomar por saco, ¿no? Ah, tenemos que ir al bar. Ok. Vale, vale, entiendo. Ni entender muchas cosas. Tenemos que ir al bar, que está, supongo, por aquí. Efectivamente, aquí a la derecha. Venga, a montarnos la fiesta. Entramos en la taberna. Y todo super nice. En fin. Hay cosas que no me hacen tanta gracia de esta gente. ¿Dónde? Stanley. Uy.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person?
Oh, Stan, it should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljabari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does it...
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, the real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. Getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
Go away.
But...
Leave now.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find...
Oh,
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and shield...
that's wonderful. So, Jack, Is this the part?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, Oh, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Yeah.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well,
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts?
just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventure, just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure story.
Stories? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, that's my biggest secret of all. And all these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred...
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, I'm completely... No adventure should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Ostras. Wow.
I can't believe it. Thank you all. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to come, but...
Wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can... This calls for a celebration! And by celebration,
And by libation, you mean you...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still... I'll head off to fetch the wine. See...
En un rato en donde siempre. ¿Y dónde es donde siempre?
Where's that supposed to be? What is... Hey!
Vamos al lugar de siempre. Vamos a ver dónde está ese lugar de siempre. Aunque yo creo que deberíamos dejarlo por aquí. Y en el próximo capítulo ya terminamos la historia de Venti, la verdad. Porque me está dando mucha penita. ¿Cuál es el lugar de siempre? 170 metros. Es por aquí. ¿Qué hace ahí arriba? ¿Qué hace ahí arriba? Me va a tocar trepar hasta ahí arriba, ¿en serio? Me está dando un poquito de... por saco. Pero bueno, si hay que hacerlo, se hace. No pasa nada. Ahí está. No. Recarga energía. Recarga energía. Y ahora... ¿Cómo subo? Mira, me está dando mucha rabia tener que subir por aquí. Vamos a caminar por aquí en círculo. Claro, y ahora es por aquí. Y ahora aquí. Venga. Ahí estamos.
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time. So,
Yep. Well, sort of. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant.
old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers!
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian. Back then, I was but a wisp among the 1,000 winds. I wasn't a god of any. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind. A
tiny elemental being? Without a human?
Yep. My current form is not so different.
Oh.
In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear?
Yes, of course. The suspense is killing Paimon. But Venti's telling his story.
Getting a little
Paimon's had it up.
You know, but then maybe it's right that true friends can tell it a refreshing drink, a gentle breeze, back to a song that I first heard from him.
Le escuchamos.
Fly away, like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Toma ya. Misión completada. Chicos, por aquí vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy. Espero que os haya encantado. Si es así, comentad lo que os ha parecido. Suscribíos para más. Y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo con mucho más. Hasta la próxima, chicos. ¡Chao!